This video is going to have a look at how we can use sine rule calculations to help us calculate the area of a triangle. The sine rule states that side A divided by the sine of angle A is going to be equal to side B divided by the sine of angle B, which is also equal to side C divided by sine of angle C. So we can use any combination of the sine rule to be able to find the side length of a missing side or the angle size of a missing angle. So for example, we could use A and C and have A divided by sine of angle A is equal to C divided by the sine of angle C. When using the sine rule, it is important to remember that the side and the corresponding angle are opposite each other. So side A is going to be opposite angle A. Side B is going to be opposite angle B. And side C is going to be opposite angle C. So we can use this when we are working through problems involving the sine rule to be able to label our sides and angles to enable us to use the sine rule. So let's have a look at an example of how we can use the sine rule in a calculation. So in the example, we want to calculate the area of a triangle, and we already know that the triangle has one side of 5 meters and two angles of 80 and 30 degrees. Now we can use sine to be able to help us calculate the area of the triangle, and that formula would be area is equal to 1/2 of side B times side C times sine of angle A. So looking at the information we have to be able to use that formula, you can say that we've got an angle, which we can say is going to be angle A. And then we'll also need sides B and C. Now sides B and C are going to be the two sides coming off of the angle. So to use this area formula, we need an angle in between two known sides. Now we don't currently have that. We've got one known side, we don't have two. So to be able to calculate the area, we first need to be able to go ahead and calculate the missing side, which we've labeled C. So we can use the sine rule to be able to help us complete that calculation. So to be able to use the sine rule, we need to know what the angle is opposite our unknown side, and that is going to be angle C. Now I can work out angle C because I know that all the angles in the triangle add up to 180 degrees. So my C angle is going to equal to 180 minus 80 minus 30, which is going to equal to 70 degrees. So now that I know that my angle is equal to 70 degrees, I can go ahead and use the sine rule to find out my missing side C. So I'm going to start off with writing my sine rule formula, and it is going to be side B divided by sine of angle B is equal to side C divided by sine of angle C. So substituting in the values, it's going to be 5 divided by sine of angle 30 is going to be equal to my unknown side of C divided by sine of angle 70. So I can go ahead and cross multiply. So 5 times sine of angle 70 is equal to C times sine of angle 30. Then I would divide both sides by sine of 30. So my C value is going to equal to 5 times sine of 70 divided by sine of 30. So my missing C side is going to equal 9.4 meters, which I can now use to find the area of the triangle. So going back to the original area formula, I can now substitute in my values. So area is going to equal to 1/2 times 5 times 9.4 times sine of 80. So the area is going to equal to 23.14 meters squared. So that is an example of how we can calculate the area of a triangle where we need to use the sine rule first to be able to find some missing information before we can use our formula to find the area of that triangle.